All right, so as most of us go on this alkaline diet journey, I think we get pretty preoccupied with water and its alkalinity and pH level and everything. So I just kind of wanted to do a quick test. This is more for my sake, but I figured if I'm doing it, I might as well share it with everybody here. So what we'll be doing today is testing some of the common store-bought pH levels, and then a couple of the ones I've been drinking and may have shared with you in the past also. So first, we have Arrowhead spring water. This is an extremely popular brand. I see people drinking it in a lot of the videos. It's mountain spring water. It is, I think it's bottled in California. I have to look again. The website claims the pH level is between 6.7 and 8.1. Eldorado spring water, you may have seen in a previous video I shared with you. This is kind of what I'm drinking because it's kind of the best bang for your buck. I get 4 gallons for $4 at Sam's Club. So compare that with, like, this was $1.50 at the gas station, and I had to buy 2 to get that price. So and I keep one of these in the kitchen, in the bathroom, where the vanity is, in the car, and at work. So I don't have any excuse not to drink it. On their website, they claim their pH levels between 7.1 and 7.4. Now, this is just basic store-bought labeled spring water, so who knows where it comes from or whatever. I couldn't find any information on the pH level, so that'll be a bit of a mystery. The other one is in another video I shared with you guys, the Alkaline 10 water. They claim the pH level is at 10. So what we're going to do here, we're going to use 2 different methods of measurement. We're going to use drops. So for the drops, each one I've poured out 2 tablespoons as according to the manufacturer's guide on here to test it. And we'll put 3 drops in each one. The other one is a pH meter. So on the pH meter, we put it in, we hold it in there, kind of stir it around for 30 seconds and get a reading. And then we put it in distilled water and then let it dry. So that is what we'll be doing there. Now, the thing on here is, like I said, I'm doing this for my own curiosity. I'm kind of more interested in this one and this one just because that is what I'm drinking. This is pretty cheap. This is damn expensive. So that is what I want to do here. So what we're going to do, I hope I can do this all in one take, because I hate when people cut away and you're like, oh, he cut away or blah, blah, blah. It's not like it's a movie and, I'm trying to trick you or anything. So hopefully I don't have to cut away. But we're going to put 3 drops in each one. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, and I can't remember if I told you I'm also doing my tap water right here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to just kind of let it stir around, because remember, there are minerals, so it may help if we stir it around just to get an accurate reading. Stir it around. I have a spoon for each water, so there's no quote-unquote cross-contamination. All right. Well, I think we see where this is going. But bear with me for just a moment, and then I'll just do this on the tap water. So basically, let's kind of go back here, kind of compare it to the water here. So the Arrowheads, yeah, the Arrowhead's up there. I'd probably say about an 8. That's good, though. And, sometimes on these colors, you might see one thing on the screen, versus what I see here in real life. So keep that in mind if you don't agree. The Eldorado, is kind of a little bit darker than the 7. So I guess that makes their reading correct on their website, so that's always good news that we're getting the right information. Okay, so the natural spring water here. I'm sorry, this is terrible television, but bear with me. So that's more like a 6 or so, which, I mean, that's kind of what you expect from the store-bought stuff, right? Okay, now this one here, that is, I mean, that's more along the lines of an 8. I thought we might, or no, hold on, jeez. Yeah, that's more of a blue, huh? Right there. Versus that. So that's a 10. That's what they claim the water is. This is what the drops say, 8. Okay, interesting. Okay. Now this next part, we're going to do the meter. So just in review, these drops, manufacturer claims it can do 100 to 125 tests, which is not bad. And then this meter I got off of eBay, or Amazon. It's like 13, 14 bucks. I've calibrated it, by the way. I did do the manufacturer's calibration. They send you some 3 different powders to calculate it with. So I have done that. So what we're going to do with the meter, oh, and by the way, that's, you order a $13 or $14 plastic thing off of Amazon. You're not really sure what to expect, but sorry, fingers. That this is actually pretty sturdy versus what I expected. All right, so we'll turn that on. Okay, so we want it to go just above what they call the immersion line, and we'll stir it. It says 30 seconds, so this will be boring. I wish, sometimes I wish YouTube had like a Netflix button where you can fast forward for like 30 seconds and just get past this part. So maybe like the YouTube that you pay for does, but I don't know, I'm cheap, I don't pay for that stuff. Alright, so we're coming up on 30 seconds here. So, see what it settles on. So 7.8 is the highest that it went, so that's what we'll mark. Come over here, we'll dip it in our distilled water, kind of give it a good shake off, get it with the paper towel to get it dry. What did I say, 7.8? I already forgot. So very close between the two. I'm sure there's a margin of error, but that's fine, because with the drops, with the different color shades, and in between each color shade, you have to expect that. Okay, get that dry. All right, so this is the Eldorado. So once again, drops are at 7.1. Awesome TV. Hopefully the background music can keep you entertained. Little, what is it, Old Jagged Edge? Because you don't want me to sing, I was going to start singing. I'm like, they probably wouldn't like that. Used to love this song. Alright, so this one, let's see where it ends up at. 7.2 roughly. 7.22 is bouncing back and forth there. So let's just rinse it off, shake it real good, dry it. So 7.2. So accurate. I'm happy with that. I mean, that's mainly what I'm drinking, so that is fine. It's nice and dry. Okay. So I'm not really expecting much out of this one. When I was kind of getting these bottles together, I was saying in my head I would be surprised if this one came in above 7, and it doesn't look like it is on either side. And I think when I measure things, I'm going to go with the meter. I mean, I've heard different things. I've heard the drops are the most accurate way. I've heard the meter is, but with the drops is just too much. Just seems like there's, you know, a little gray area, where with the meter, I mean, it's 6.69, let's say. .69, so that's where that one stands at. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, I know this is boring as can be, but hopefully if you like the background music, or if you just like bad videos, you know, keep me entertained, keep me watching. Okay, so let's go stir it. Sorry, I'm covering the numbers. I'm all grooving. Good thing the video's not on. I'd be totally distracted. And to make matters worse, the battery, there's an auto shut off on this of like 5 minutes, I think, so sorry about that. Okay, he's gonna make me do this again. Okay, sorry guys, one more time, bear with me. Sorry if you wonder why I keep running over there to the side. My other phone has a stopwatch on it, so you know, I get my complete 30 seconds in. I don't shorten it or overdo it. So that's just what I'm doing again. A little more Sierra in the background. Okay, so this 9.662 at the highest. So big difference from what you saw in the drops. You know, with the drops, like I said, it leaves a lot of room for 9.62, I think it was. You can see my short-term memory is not good, and it's not for the reasons that you might think, being in Colorado. Okay, so once again, this tap water, I should have wrote it down, but obviously came in. I mean, actually, the tap water is probably, it's real hard to tell with these stupid colors. Because one shade looks one way in the light, one shade looks another way. So let's just do the meter. So I'm going to come back over here, get that stopwatch going again. Okay. So this is just the tap water, okay? Shoot, now if my tap water turns out to be alkaline, I'm not buying a damn thing. You know, as far as bottled water goes. This must be like agony at home. I'm sorry. I wish I knew some jokes or something, because that way I could tell you guys some jokes. Okay, so damn, look at what my tap water measures at. I don't know if you can see it. 8/8. You know, and with tap water, you know, I know they add fluoride and stuff to it, so that might be, you know, affecting the pH balance, or the pH reading there. So, but yeah, 8% on the tap water, shoot. So just kind of in a quick review, Arrowhead, Their website claims 6.7 to 8.1. The drop said 8. The meter said 7.8. So they are actually on the higher side of what they claim. I know there's some, stuff that people don't like the Arrowhead because there's some political stuff or something with it, but it's usually the cheapest, one of the cheapest out there. And as you can see with the Alkaline, it's worth it. Eldorado, which is primarily what I drink, but maybe I'll be switching to Arrowhead if they have gallons somewhere. So they have, their website claims 7.1 to 7.4. The drop said, a little over 7. I'm just kind of guessing a little there. The meter said 7.2, so everything's right in line there. Shout out to my daughter right there for getting me that cup, by the way. The natural spring water didn't really, I don't think it really surprised anybody. With the drops about 6, with the meter 6.67, so that is not an alkaline water. That's on the acidic side, as you guys know. So the 10, this is one I was most curious about. So the drops here said it was on an 8, but the actual meter said it was a 9.12. So pretty close to what they're claiming, but that's still a pretty brave claim. Now, I will say, out of all of these, I believe this one tastes the best. It's just, I think I bought this, one of the 24 packs on Amazon for right around $24, $25. So that's expensive versus, the 24 packs of Arrowhead are like $4 maybe at the most. And the tap water, once again, not 100% sure. I'm in Aurora, Colorado with I think East Cherry Creek does our water for us. I'm not really sure what they add to their water because I normally don't drink tap water. But that's kind of nice to know it is on an alkaline level also. So there you go. Sorry the video was boring. I'm hoping I didn't forget anything just because I went off the top of my head there. But if you have any questions or comments or anything, let me know below. I don't care if you subscribe or anything like that, or follow or like or whatever. I just want to do this for folks' information.